Assalamualaikum and hello to everyone. So today I am going to explain about my model which describe the topic action potential. But firstly, let me tell you about the definition of action potential. The word potential occurs when a receptor are being stimulated by a signal. Basically, potential describes the movement of particles across the membrane of the receptor. The charged particles flow like a wave down the axon, which they move in and out of the cell. We will look more closer after this. The movement of the charged particle can be determined by this graph. We start with resting potential. At rest, when neurons is not firing any signals, there is a high concentration of sodium ions outside of the membrane and also high concentration of potassium ions inside the cell. Because there is some difference in number of potassium and sodium ion as well as the presence of negative ions such as chlorine, the charge of this stage is negative 70 millivolt. Next is the depolarization. This means that the sodium gated channel is open. This will allow the sodium rushes into the cell. This will make the inside of the cell become more positive as the sodium is a positively charged ions. Now, the outside is more negative than the inside. The change in polarity will close the sodium gate and remarks the end of the depolarization stage. The depolarization has the voltage of positive 35 mV. After that, the repolarization stage. Nearby the sodium gated channel, there is another gated channel which is potassium gated channel. Because now the inside are more positive than the outside, the potassium gated channel open and allow the potassium ions to flow out from the cell. The movement of these ions will repolarize the cell along with the cell to have negative internal charge relative to the positive external charge. The change in polarity will also close the potassium gate. But sometimes, the cell will get too negative and overshoots the resting potential. This stage is called hyperpolarization. To fix this, the potassium and the sodium ions have to move back to its resting potential position. But with that, they have to move against the concentrated gradient or else there is no action potential will be occur in the next following signals. So with that being said, energy must be used to move them against the concentration gradient. So sodium potassium pump are used to move 3 sodium ions out of the cell and 2 potassium ions into the cell with the help of ATP and phosphorus. This will restore the resting potential and another action potential can be occur. That's all from me. Thank you.